Hey, buddy, Ryan here with the next part 2. Let's play Final Fantasy 13 for the PC, brought to you by munchgames.ca. Yeah.
Colonel, we've lost the intruders. That means we're code yellow. No, wait. Code blue? If we were orange, that would mean...
The escapees made it through! They're entering the engine room!
No! Damn the sea!
Intruders located! They're on the weather deck, starboard side!
Make it rain!
Desperate times demand flexibility. Code White.
How is that? What's going on?
Well, that was interesting. Anyway, let's move on. So now we're back with Shaz and Vanille. And we're going to save. And no, I'm not doing the Final Fantasy thing. Okay, I'm doing the Final Fantasy thing. Let's save, Kubo! I had to do it. We faced you before. The only reason I'm facing you again is because I want the item. Yep, I want the item. I'm greedy. Greedy son of a bitch. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, greedy son of a bitch. Yeah. There's a story behind that. And I might as well tell that story. It's story time, people. It's story time. Okay, anyway. Years ago, I called my mom a bitch. Oh yes, I did. And I still do. Actually, I called her that about 5 minutes ago. Just for the hell of it. And she doesn't care. No, it's another running joke. I called her that a couple years ago when my brother and my sister, at the time was my brother's girlfriend now, and my sister-in-law. They bought her a t-shirt as a gag with the Superman logo on it, and it said Super Bitch. So one day I said to her, joking around, and you could tell I was joking with the way I said it. I said, what's up, bitch? That's what I said to her, basically. What's up, bitch? And she looked at me and said, that's super bitch to you. And laughed at me. Seriously, she laughed at me. So every now and then I'll call her a bitch, just for fun. She knows I'm joking. And she'll laugh when I say it. And then she says, you know, you're wrong. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's super bitch, right? And she's like, that's right. And don't forget it. And some of my friends can't believe I can actually call her a bitch to her face, and she just, doesn't care. And if she did care and did offend her, she would probably tell me not to say it. And I would stop. But she doesn't seem to care. Anyway. By the way, people, just I'm going to do something here new. Question of the day. Name a movie you watched 5 times and you still don't get bored of it. For me, there's too many movies I can think of. I could say, any of the original Star Wars movies. I'm talking about, Episode 4, 5, and 6, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and of course, Return of the Jedi. Or I could say the Lord of the Rings movies. I like them too. Pretty much almost any of the Fast and Furious movies. There's a lot of movies I could say that. But if I had to pick one movie, I would probably say it's a tie between the first 3 Star Wars movies.
We got this, Vanille.
Man, I'm getting some lag here. I think my virus scan must be running. Hopefully it doesn't come out in a video like that. If it does, I'm sorry. But, yeah. So yeah, question of the day, people. Name a movie you watched at least five, maybe and 5 times or multiple times, and you're still not bored of it. You know, Bad Boys is another good one. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Any of the Die Hard movies or the Matrix movies. The Mission Impossible movies. I just like the Tom Cruise. Lethal Weapon. The Terminator movies. Yeah, even Terminator Salvation. I'll go with that one. I like Christian Bale as an actor, but I really didn't care for that movie as much as the other ones. My favorite's still Judgment Day. Judgment Day is still my favorite. But yeah. And the reason I'm talking about this right now is because of the fact that I'm trying not to bore people with the fight.
You should see your daddy now.
But anyway. I'm also highly considering selling my Xbox 360. But more about that after this exciting cutscene.
Well, isn't this great?
Yeah. Exciting cutscenes for the win. And I guess I'll drink a Pepsi while I'm waiting. Okay. You know how you just saw a bunch of enemies there? And then we fight this guy and this other guy. Watch what happens after this battle. You think it's gonna be like an enemy gun, right? Yeah, watch. Anyway, back to my train of thought. Yeah, train of thought. Oh yeah, the Xbox 360. Yeah. So I have an Xbox 360. Okay, look, I have an Xbox One, I have the Xbox, the original Xbox. I have the 360. I have the Xbox One. I have the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, the PSP, and the Vita. So I have all the Sony systems. I have the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the N64. I don't have a GameCube. I have a Wii and a Wii U. And of course, with the handhelds, I have the Game Boy Advance and the 3DS. 2 3DSs. One's a capture card that Colin 012 has right now. And I don't have any Sega consoles. Sad face. I want a Sega console. I want a Genesis, to be honest. I don't want a Genesis. Anyway, I have 2 PlayStation 3s. One is broke. It doesn't play Blu-rays for some reason. It turns on everything, but I don't know, maybe trying to get that repaired. It's a 40 gig one. I might just get it repaired and sell it. But now I have like a 120 gig or 150 gig or whatever. Oh no, 160 gig. That's what it is. 160 gig PlayStation 3, which I think about God of War. Let's play on, which by the way, check it out. Completely done now. Anyway, back to the Xbox 360. I don't use it. I hardly ever used it when I had it. And this is before the PlayStation 4 came out and the Xbox One. And actually, I think it was before the Wii U came out. Because, yeah, I do got a Wii U also. And, yeah. But I am thinking of selling that. I have 2 games with it. I have, like, UFC with it. An old UFC game. And I have, LA Noire. But, of course, I'll finish that train of thought again. Because I just got interrupted by a cutscene.
Let's turn the tables.
Okay, cutscene's over. Anyway, yeah, so I'm thinking of doing it. Now, on Facebook, there's a group in my city that I live in, St. John's, Newfoundland. And basically, in that city, there's a Facebook group that we like to call, I think it's called Game Traders. Yeah. So Newfie Bogger is a part of it, I'm a part of it, Goals, but there's lots of people within Newfoundland that are part of it. Basically, and people can trade games, they can sell games, they can ask, look for games, basically. So I'm thinking in the next couple of weeks, next week or two probably, I'm going to possibly put up on their Facebook page a picture of the Xbox 360. It's a 250 gig model, by the way, and it has Connect, the Xbox Connect with it, LA Noir, and a controller, the power brick. Obviously, the only thing I'm not going to give you is put in, if I do put it up online to sell, the only thing I'm not going to put with it is a HDMI cable. Supply your own HDMI cable, basically. I don't think I'm giving anybody a HDMI cable. Unless I have a spare one. Anyway, I'm thinking of selling it. And I know Cole and L112 is not going to buy it, and Bang is not going to buy it. So I'm thinking of putting it up on auction there with a picture of it, and then hopefully someone will buy it. I'm thinking I'm going to try to sell it for about $100 Canadian, give or take. But if it stays there long enough and people don't want it, then I'll probably take the best offer, unless it's a low blow offer. Like if I ask $100 and someone's like, "Oh, I'll give you $40 for it with that," or everything, I'm gonna be like, "Hell no, not doing it." Don't need any extra cash or anything. Just it's collecting dust and it's just sitting in. I figure someone might want a good console. It's still Xbox 360 is still a pretty good console, and I don't play it, and I finished LA Noire and long ago. Years ago I finished that. So I'm thinking of just selling it. And yeah, anyway. See what happens with that.
Just another battle.
But Twister. That was another good movie. Wasn't Helen Hunt in that movie? She starred in that show Mad About You back in the 90s. Come to think of it, I can't wait till X-Files comes on. X-Files is coming back. Mulder and Scully are coming back. Seriously, Mulder and Scully. The X-Files. The truth is out there. But anyway. I kind of want to avoid you. Ah, shit. I bet you the big guys there too. And I'm not talking about Ryback. Yeah, the big guys there. Okay. I might as well just show this battle. It's really not going to make a difference. It's early January anyway. I'm starting to use my Fitbit again. My Fitbit's pretty cool. Apparently today I walked 1.46 miles. Actually 1.47. So, yeah. And apparently I slept, I went to work today and everything like that. And apparently the night before, I usually put the Fitbit on, keep the Fitbit on me all the time. The only time I'm not wearing the Fitbit lately is when I'm getting a shower. I usually have it on my coffee table downstairs in my room, or I have it on the bathroom counter until I'm done. So I usually put it on in the night time to monitor my sleep habits, and apparently I slept for 7 hours and 51 minutes last night. That's pretty good. They recommend 8 hours. 8 hours. And well, that's the time I spent in bed apparently, and I slept out of that 7 hours and what did I say it was? 51 minutes. The total time I was asleep was basically 6 hours and 47 minutes. And yeah. So that was basically an hour and 5 minutes? No, hour and 4 minutes of that time that I was not. Well, it's probably asleep, but restless. What they mean by restless is, tossing and turning, or so 4 times a night, even overnight. I woke up 4 times. Probably to use the washroom, once to use the washroom, or just probably it was pretty windy and it was raining last night, so that probably woke me up. And 13 times restless was being you're probably just tossing and turning or something, trying to get comfortable basically. But it's a good way of monitoring sleep patterns and walking and all that, and